Hi. So I'm not really doing a tutorial. I'm just getting ready for work and I'm going to have you join me, and I have some things to say. So, yeah, I'm going to kill a couple birds with one stone and just do my makeup, and you can watch and enjoy whatever I'm doing if you find it enjoyable, or you can listen to me rant. Anyhow, so this week has been really dramatic, I guess. Yeah, lots of things happened in the online belly dance world this week. None of it's particularly surprising to those of us who are, to BIPOC dancers, to LGBTQ. We're used to, the privilege, getting all like, how dare you? Or, all like, sensitive about everything. But it was just really obnoxious this week. Really obnoxious and downright dangerous. So for years now, dancers, marginalized dancers have, referred to, not a lot, it wasn't like widely known to everybody, but, at least I knew about some lists that had names of people in the industry that had shown to who had exhibited problematic behavior. Whether it was racist behavior, really misogynist behavior, really ableist, really homophobic, transphobic, all of that, And it's for people who, like me, like to be, careful about who I spend money on, because I do not want my money to go toward somebody who perpetuates oppressive behavior. And now, so a lot of people don't understand what oppressive behavior really means. They think that if you say you are, if you are politically affiliated with, say, like Trump, or you happen to like be a Trump supporter, they're confused, like, how is that racist? I'm, entitled to my beliefs, blah, 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 blah. Well, what you don't understand is that your beliefs and the actions that you take based on those beliefs contribute to whatever damage Trump has done, or really anybody problematic has done. And it's not just Trump. You can argue, yeah, the Democrats have done some problematic shit and still do problematic shit. Of course. But of course, there's a range, right? Like, we think about impact. There's a range of impact. Like, whereas, like, one political party may be, may have issues, with lots of things. There's the other party that is just those issues and then some. And, so you really, when I think about where my money is going, I think about the impact that that's going to have, impact. So people are just so obsessed with intent and with how good a person they are. And the truth is, it doesn't really matter what kind of person you are. It doesn't matter if your heart is good and in the right place. If you do problematic shit, you perpetuate the oppression, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So just because you think you treat people with respect, when students come into your classroom, you're like, well, I'm nice to everybody. I don't see myself as being better than anybody else, but I voted for Trump. There you go. Your support is what enables the marginalization to happen due to Trump. That's just an example. There's so many different, I hate using Trump as the one boogeyman, because really he's just one tiny symptom of like a huge problem that we have in the United States, right? He's just a symptom. You know, we have a deeper systemic problem, oppression of various, you know, populations and identities. And it's been in the fabric of our, you know, history since the inception, right? Since we landed on this continent. But anyhow, yeah, so that's just illustrating my point. You know, you might think you're being a good person, you know, for saying that you love everybody. But if your actions, you know, actively contribute to the marginalization of other people, that's problematic. I don't want to fucking spend my money on you at all. At all. Okay? I would rather spend my money on somebody who actively uplifts marginalized folks. And we have a wide range of choices now in the belly dance world, especially, you know, with the pandemic. And I said I was going to do my makeup while I was talking, but, you know, I guess I can't really multitask. Well, we have this amazing, array of instructors, producers that are, you know, people of the culture, Black, Indigenous, people of color, you know, who provide real value, you know, and that's another thing, real value. You think real value just means talent and knowledge, you know, about belly dance, about rock sharky, about folklore, about whatever, you know. You think that's where it all ends. No. See, my view is that how you treat the whole human has very much to do with your value as an instructor, as some kind of entertainer. You know, it's not enough that you dance really well and that you know, say lived in Egypt for a decade. You know, if you come back and you're still, you know, kind of sexist, still kind of, you know, a little bit on the, if you're still, you know, really unaware of your privilege, you still perpetuate the isms. No, that's not valuable to me. I don't care. You know, I don't care how well you dance. You know, I don't care. I care about the whole package. You know? Yeah. I mean, if you are on the list or you are on any of the lists and you know, you throw this fit about being on the list, you know, as if you're a target for something. What you don't realize is that your behavior, you know, is the oppression here. Okay? Your behavior is what's oppressive. That's why you're on the list. And no, it doesn't depend on who it's not subjective completely, you know. Sure, you know, various marginalized individuals may have different boundaries. But, you know, that's where a good understanding of microaggressions come in and, you know, social norms that perpetuate. See, that's another thing. Like, people think that their actions only affect the 6 feet radius around them. No, your actions go beyond that. You know, what you think is just a stupid racist joke, you know, actually came from, nobody's so original that they just came up with things by themselves. That's just like, you know, like an Asian joke or something. They perpetuate stereotypes. Even if you mean it as a joke, when you tell this joke, you're perpetuating the stereotype. It's a social norm. It becomes a social norm to believe that, you know, Asian women, for example, are really like, hypersexual and subservient, for example. So you make a joke. That's just an example. There are many different jokes that are offensive that, you know, more than just offensive. That's the thing. It's more than just hurting feelings. It's not just about hurting feelings. And if you don't get that, if you don't understand that impact on society, then maybe you should do some reading, you know, do some, it's social science, okay? Social science. I'm gonna try to post some links, some resources on how to understand the impact of these behaviors. You see these, you think of them as benign, you know, but they're not. Okay. They have social impact. So, and I know you hear this, some of you hear this and refuse to believe it. And you know what? That's also a problem. Willful ignorance is problematic. Willful ignorance is what also perpetuates oppression. Because you think you're doing something that's not problematic, that's not hurtful. Well, if you firmly believe that it's not harmful, you keep doing it and you keep hurting people no matter what you think. Okay? So willful ignorance, quite honestly, is, to me, is an offense that's, you know, worth adding to that list. Sorry. That's your choice. If you want to be willfully ignorant to all of this, that's what you get. Okay? You're on that list. And I don't want to fucking spend my money on you. This is the thing. You are not entitled to my money. You are not entitled to my money. I don't fucking care how amazing a dancer you are. I don't care. I don't care how good a person you think you are, how involved you are in your church, how much you give to charity. I don't fucking care. If your actions, you know, contribute to the marginalization of people of color, of Black people, of women, of trans people, of LGBTQ, of, you know, disabled people, of fat people, of, you know, neurodivergent people. I don't want my money going to you. And I have that right. Whatever happened to the whole money is speech thing, right? You know, I know the folks on the right, or even libertarian folks, you know, the socially liberal but fiscally conservative types of people, you know, money is speech, right? Well, whatever the fuck happened to that? Why doesn't that apply to people of color, to marginalized people? You know? Why do you deserve my money just for the sake of existing as a person of privilege? You are not. I'm sorry. Okay? You are not. If you want my money, you fucking earn it. And you earn it by being a decent human being, by uplifting people who need the uplifting because of the inequities in this world. You know? Yeah. So fucking cry me a river. I don't care how you think you're being targeted. You're not. Nothing is happening to people on that list except you're not getting my money. That's it. And you have no right to get upset about that. No right. And it's so embarrassing to, you know, I guess I'm a very empathetic person still, even to people who are problematic. Cause I feel so embarrassed for you. When you throw a fit about being on these lists, it's so embarrassing. I watch and I'm like, oh my gosh, if I were in your position, you know, I'd probably disappear for a while and reinvent myself. Yeah. Yeah. You know, because the entitlement that you're showing, the entitlement, the ignorance and the arrogance. Oh my gosh, the arrogance. You know? Wow. That's how the free market works, right? That's how the fucking free market works. If you do not have something to sell of value to me, I'm not gonna fucking spend my money on you. Alright? Quit your crying. If you want our money, you do better. If you want to get off that list, or if you want to redeem yourself somehow, you know, do better. Okay? And also, I should make it clear that it was not one person. Catrice, first of all, Catrice did not come up with the list. Any list. No Black woman that I know about came up with any list in the belly dance community. Okay? The list that the one list that's made public is by Selena Troy. I think that's how you say her name. She's graciously posted publicly on her page about it. The list that I've seen in the past was shared among a small number of BIPOC. Okay. And that's the list I'd referred to. Okay. And, you know, we're always taking notes between us, you know, of who's being a dick, who's being kind, who's helping, you know. So, and you know what? There's nothing you can do about that. Legally or otherwise, there's absolutely nothing you can do. So you can spend all your money on a lawyer for whatever stupid lawsuit you think you're gonna throw. Go ahead, waste your money. That's your prerogative. Waste your money. Waste your money. Not my problem. But you can't do anything about it. Okay? We have a right to keep our community safe. We have a right to decide where we want to spend our money, where we don't want to spend our money. And that's it. Okay. Now I'm going to keep doing my makeup. You can stick around or not. Oh my God. Seriously, Lo. Now I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm not really gonna say anything informative. I'm just gonna do my makeup. I think I'm running late anyway. I think I have like 10 more minutes to get ready. Huh. Well, that woke me up. Seriously though, like some of the audacity of these people. I just don't understand it. I mean, I do. I know where it comes from. It comes from privilege and being sheltered your whole fucking life. You know, and being, you know, made to feel like you deserve everything. You know, I just can't. People just make my jaw drop. I think people are just amazing. The range of like, you know, the caucasity is just really, really fucking amazing. And I don't remember what I'm doing. Oh yeah. So today I think I'm going to play with my Nubian Royal palette by Juvias Place. I'm trying to think if I want to do like just a single shadow. I have only like 10 minutes. This eyebrow is not. So I finally found something that works to keep my eyebrows up for the most part. And that's the Nyx Brow Glue or whatever. I forget what it's called. It's this thing here. The Proof It gel. Okay. So, and you know what? Please ignore my hair. My hair is always a fucking mess. And I don't do much with it because all I do at work is keep it out of my face. I take it, put it back. So do I want to do the color fix or do I want to just use a primer? I think I'm just going to use the Anastasia primer. Okay. This is the Anastasia Eye Primer. Because I'm going to use powder shadow. I'm just doing a little, and then just tapping it. Typically, I don't put makeup on the rest of my face. I only do my eyes because I wear a mask and a face shield. Although I heard that so I've been wearing my KN95 mask at work and doing the face shield when the client's face up. But I recently heard that that's actually the second layer is actually not necessary with a KN95. And, you know, me being in my first trimester of my second child, I'm at like 8 weeks now. I'm breathing a lot harder these days. So I wonder if people would feel safe with me just keeping my KN95 on without my face shield when they're face up. I don't know. I've just been doing that for so long. And it's just like last night when I was working, I had my face shield on top of my, mask, and I was like, and you know, it wasn't terribly uncomfortable, but the sound, the loudness of my breathing, really, I just felt so self-conscious about it. Like, oh my gosh, do I sound like Darth Vader to my clients? You know, and my clients, like most of my clients, I've known them for years and they, you know, they would not care. They're really sweet. I have like the best clients. But yeah, I wonder. Let's see. And you know, maybe I could set boundaries for where, like, if they're also vaccinated, then maybe I could be a little more lenient about whether or not I wear my face shield. As long as I'm wearing my KN95, of course. I think with like, I mean, that recommendation isn't for masks that aren't as powerful. I think, did I put too much on? Why is that? Or maybe that's, you know, that's probably from the Proof It gel. A little bit. I'm trying to do this fast now because, yeah, I have to go to work. I like putting the primer on the bottom because I don't it works to brighten my under eye without me using concealer. Right here. Because my dark circles aren't really that bad. And also, who cares about dark circles? Yeah, so I generally don't wear concealer either or anything. It's like, why bother? Everything gets all like sweaty and drippy. And then, you know, it's not like I see myself a whole lot while I'm working. Okay. And so I'm tapping, tapping, tapping. All right. So now I'm just gonna try just laying down the color. I think I'm gonna do one color. So one bold color. Okay. So I'm taking this just eyeshadow brush by e.l.f. It's just a flat-ish brush. Picking up some of this. I like this magenta fuchsia color. I love it. That's probably my favorite color. So I'm just laying it down. And then I'm going to use a fluffy blending brush to blow it out. So this is my Morphe. Oh no, it's Japanesque. I have a Morphe one. That's alright. Or I could use my e.l.f. one. Fluffy eye blender, e.l.f. brush. Okay. So then I'm going to blend it. I find that this is better than just taking the fluffy brush right on there and then buffing the color out all over the face or applying the color with the fluffy brush. It's just easier to apply it with a flatter brush and then blend it with the fluffy brush. There we go. So I've diffused it. I don't want it too. Well, maybe I'll dip a little more in. So I did dip the brush in for more. Just really, there we go. Yeah, I just want one color, kind of all around. Same thing. My other eye. Oops. Flat color or flat brush. Blowing it out, blending it out, fluffy brush. So side to side, circles, whatever. Evening it out. Nice and bright on both sides. Now, I'll admit what I do sometimes at work. So if I come in with bright eyeshadow, and then later on, if I know I have a male client who might take things the wrong way. I mean, most of them haven't, nobody's given me problems, but it's just still a feeling I have in the back of my mind. Like, I don't want to give people the wrong idea. And it's sad that I feel this way. But then I take my makeup off. I shouldn't have to. You know, sometimes I wish I felt bolder and didn't care. And then and just, you know, keep my makeup on if I like it. But you just never know. So I basically use like a cotton pad and some oil and wipe it off. I shouldn't though, huh? I should just wear what I want. But it's just sad that, you know, people just assume like hypersexuality by women who want to just, you know, make themselves feel beautiful or do, you know, express themselves visually in however they want. So it's really blown out. I like this though. I really like, you know, if you follow the Danessa Myricks videos on Instagram, she always does these really simple, just monochromatic or just like one single eye color, really glamorous looks. So I'm going to I just take a tissue to wipe off the excess. And I'm going to get a clean brush, get the edges, buff the edges away. Now my brows are all messed up. Oh well. That's why sometimes I wait till after I do my eye makeup to finish my brows, but stay there. Okay. I'm going to, my hair is just a mess. Anyway, okay. Curl my eyelashes. Just buff this out. I feel like there's... Alright, just wanted to even out the color there. Alright, eyeliner, I'm just going to use a pencil. I like to do just like the outer half of my upper lid. Because I have hooded eyelids. So it's like not going to show the way I want. And maybe I'll buff this out. I'm going to use a little eye smudge brush by e.l.f. I like e.l.f. brushes because they're cheap. And they do the job. And I do want a little wing. So that's when I use a liquid liner. I use the Master Precise All Day by Maybelline. I like the brush on this the best out of all the drugstore liquid liners I have, or I've tried. So that's how I cheat the liner, because I don't do very well when I use the liquid liner all around. It's like my technique isn't very good. I like to add a little tail at the bottom just to kind of suggest lower lashes. Oops, that's not right. Alright, so now I'm going to finish off with mascara, and my favorite mascara, where did I put it? Oh, I'm so dizzy. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll skip it today. I don't know. I feel like vomiting right now. Okay. Here we go. My, the Heroin Make Long and Curl Mascara. It's super waterproof. I guess the company is called Heroin Make. I got it off of Amazon. I know Amazon's evil, but they're just so damn convenient. I hate it. It's a Japanese company, I guess. So I guess, and they really know Asian lashes. So they know that Asian lashes are like super sparse, super straight, and don't hold curls very well. So they formulated the mascara to hold the curls really well. And I found it to be so much better than any of the other mascaras that I've used recently. Granted, I don't spend a whole lot of money on mascara. I've never really liked to spend, I didn't do a very good blending job today. I keep looking at it. Whatever. Yeah. So they hold the curl really well. They're waterproof. They are hard to get off. It is hard to get off. I found that micellar water works well on other mascaras, other waterproof mascaras even. But for this, I have to use I use coconut oil on my eyelids sometimes to get to take off hard to, remove makeup. And the coconut oil seems to do an okay job. I'm still left with little, bits of it after. But better than other removers. If you have suggestions that don't cost too much, feel free to, comment. Let me know. And just like that, I am probably now late for work. Alright, that's it. That's all I got. Time for me to go. Thank you for watching with me. If anything you want me to try for future videos, let me know. I'm happy to try. I'm not a professional. Remember, I'm just a mom who's really, really into makeup. I love color. So if you tell me to do a nude look, I might kill you. I'm just kidding. No, whatever. Seriously, whatever you want me to try, just let me know. Thank you. Bye.